Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Spring camp rolls on, but so does recruiting the class of 26. Man, Josh Heupel has an opportunity to do something special with his class. We've talked about a lot of five-star dudes that Tennessee's legitimately in with. Of course, you got five-star quarterback Faison Brandon, already committed to Tennessee, the number one quarterback in the country. We've talked about Tristan Keys, the number one ranked wide receiver in the country. I believe that Tristan Keys is trending to Tennessee. Yes, he wanted to slow things down, take his visits, take his time, but I think Tennessee is in the front seat with Tristan Keys. Savion Hyder, number one running back in the country, talked a lot about him. I think Tennessee probably trailing a little bit, but they are in it. They have an opportunity. Imagine that, landing the number one ranked quarterback, wide receiver, and running back all in the same class. Tennessee has the opportunity to do that. We've talked about five-star edge Rodney Dunham. We've talked about an elite four-star interior offensive lineman in Darius Gray. There are a lot of elite prospects out there that we have been talking about the last couple of weeks, but one guy that we've not talked about, and that's because his stock is going up. His stock is rising, and that is five-star edge rusher Carter Meadows. You can see here from On3 Recruits. He is the number 2 ranked edge rusher in the country. Most recently, he saw his rankings jump 250 spots. He is a top 10 player in the country. Does Tennessee have a shot? We're going to get into it. They were late to the game. We're going to talk about it. But you know the deal. I need you to do the YouTube stuff. Right down there, see down there below the video, there's a little like button. Just smash it, destroy it, press that button. It helps the channel. All the other YouTube stuff, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. If it's your first time here, welcome. Look, we don't pretend to be experts or insiders here. What we are is exactly what you are. We're fans. We love Tennessee football. We talk about it every single day, whether it's practice reports, recruiting. Once we get to the season, it's a lot of fun. Post-game shows, midweek shows. We are diehard, psychotic, passionate Tennessee fans, just like you if you clicked on this video. So if you like it, subscribe, click the bell, click that bell for notifications because our schedule is kind of chaotic in the off season. Right now, we're doing live streams every Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're talking spring ball coming out Wednesday night. Also Sunday, this coming Sunday at 7 o'clock, we're going to do a fan call-in show. Let you guys come onto the channel and talk some spring ball. So we're going to move NCAA night next Tuesday at 6:30. So make sure you're dialed in, and we'll have some fun this week. But let's jump back over. Let's talk about Carter Meadows. Let's go take a look at the profile again. A five-star edge rusher. 6'6.5", 225 pounds, out of Washington, D.C. You see the On3 industry rankings when you look at the profile here, right? Right up here at the top, this is the On3 industry rankings. What does that mean? Well, they take the average, and you can see they've got On3, 247 Sports, ESPN, and Rivals. There's a little more weight with On3 and 247. They're a little bit more, their reputation is a little bit better than ESPN and Rivals when it comes to recruiting information. So they take the average, a little bit more weighted on On3 and 247, and that's where you come up with the industry rankings. On3 is really high on Carter Meadows. Again, you can see sixth best player in the country, number 2 ranked edge. And again, as I said at the top of the video, he just saw his rankings jump 250 spots to get up to that top 10 according to On3. I'm going to go through the scouting report since this is the first time we've ever talked about Carter Meadows. I'll let you guys take a look at some highlights on the screen as we do. But, you know, I want to know what you guys think. Jump in the comment section as you watch his highlights here and look at the physicality. Look at the physicality, getting after the quarterback. If you want to play edge in the NFL, come to Tennessee. Let Rodney Garner develop you. Could Carter Meadows be one of those guys? Again, you guys let me know what you see, but Charles Power over at On3 said that Carter Meadows is a rangy edge prospect with a rare combination of frame and movement skills. One of the most physically impressive prospects in the 26 cycle, measured in around 6'6", 225 pounds as a junior, has vines for arms that measure around 35 inches to go with large hands. Could easily be 280-pounder before it's all said and done. Pairs the great frame with impressive functional athleticism. Fluid, flexible athlete who has excellent bend. Has the natural tools to develop into a dangerous pass rusher down the line. Length pairs with good play strength to result in an effective edge setter. Also shows his athleticism in tracking down plays in pursuit. Doubles as a good high school basketball player while playing top competition on the hardwood. Will need to continue progressing as a pass rusher while upping his production. Pure physical upside is among the highest in the 2026 cycle. Again, you give me a guy that's got that raw athleticism, but guess what? He also knows how to play a little bit of ball, but needs to be developed a little bit. Again, what better coach in the country than not only Coach G? We know Coach G is that guy. We know Coach G is that dude, but also Coach Chop. These kids want to play for Coach Chop, and I think that could come into play here. So where is Tennessee at in this thing? Meadows visited North Carolina back on March the 8th, just wrapped up a visit with Northwestern over the weekend. He's scheduled to visit Michigan on March the 21st, Penn State on the 25th, Ohio State the 27th, Stanford on April the 11th, and South Carolina on April the 17th. So again, where is Tennessee at? Boogie, you say you only talk about guys that Tennessee has a legit shot at. Not on the schedule for a visit yet, but I still think Tennessee has an opportunity here with Carter Meadows. This was an update from VolQuest a little over a week ago. Says that Tennessee is continuing to work on Meadows. They were late to the game. And again, you saw his stock rise, right? Up 250 spots when On3 did the last rankings update, as I said. So Tennessee was late to the game. I think they offered in March. So could that be part of this here? But the update from VolQuest says Tennessee continuing to work on Meadows. Says plenty of positive dialogue with Coach Chop. There we go again in recent weeks. Says he's been impressed with the development Tennessee has shown at the Leo position during Josh Heupel's tenure on Rocky Top. The Vols are working to get him to campus to become more of a contender in his recruitment. So that's the key. Can we get him on campus? And again, as you roll through the schedule there, Michigan, Penn State, Ohio State, Stanford, South Carolina, can Tennessee get him on campus throughout the course of the spring? May not be likely, but can they get him on campus this summer? That will be something to keep an eye on. So let's talk a little bit more Tennessee and Carter Meadows. That update, again, was a little over a week ago. This more recently, Matt Ray put out an article at VolQuest, not behind a paywall. Anybody can go check this out. It is a free article. It says 5-star edge Carter Meadows talks growing relationship with Tennessee. Again, late to the game. That doesn't mean they're out of it. That doesn't mean they have no shot. Late to the game. The relationship is growing. It says 5-star Gonzaga edge rusher Carter Meadows quickly turned into one of the most sought-after prospects in the country. He's piled up over 30 Division I offers now, and the recruiting process is continuing to intensify, right? We've been on both sides of this. Most recently, I made a video talking about Faison Brandon. Guess what? Other schools are recruiting him. He says he's locked in. He says he's dialed in, and he wants to continue to peer recruit. But sometimes you get those flips, and Josh Heupel and his coaching staff have flipped plenty of prospects the last couple of cycles. Here's the quote from Meadows. Recently, I kind of just continued to focus on basketball. He said we just came off a state championship, so that was a good thing. For the past couple of weeks, couple of months, I've stayed focused on that. Definitely been talking to the coaches, gathering information, but I haven't locked in anything yet. Going forward, me and my parents are going to start narrowing things down a little bit after I take some spring visits that I have to schedule. Goes on to say, I would say when I'm looking at a program and a school, I want to look at both together. The academic side, I value a high education. A good education is very important to me. I think it will be something tangible I can hold on to. When it comes to football, the reason I love the game so much is because you have to play with your brothers. Man, like this is the place for you. Carter, this is the place. This is home. Rocky Top is home. Tennessee is home. We listened most recently, last Wednesday night on the live stream, man, we listened to Isaiah Campbell talk about the brotherhood that this team has. We listened to David Sanders talking about holding each other accountable. David Sanders should be a senior in high school right now, but he's going through spring camp at Tennessee because he's an early enrollee, and he's speaking like a 4 to 5 year veteran. Talking about you don't see your brother working hard enough. You get on him, but you get on him out of love, and he understands where it's coming from and the brotherhood. This is the place for you. Says you can't do anything by yourself. You can't win a game by yourself. So developing a trust with each other, with each player and coach is something special to me. I want to go somewhere everybody is on board with each other and playing for each other. That is the ultimate thing. Goes on to say, I would say definitely the brotherhood part when talking about Tennessee. I've seen a couple of their games. I know how they operate on the sidelines on TV. Coach Chop talking to him these last couple of weeks. He's a great coach, loves his guys and values his guys and wants the best for each of them. I think that is something special. Let me play a clip. This is a perfect time to play this clip because he's talking about culture. He's talking about brotherhood, things that we talk about on this channel all the time. This is Brew McCoy on senior day, a kid from California that packed up his bags, moved across the country, came to Tennessee. This is what he had to say about the culture at Tennessee.
Man, I mean, these last 3 years have been like instrumental in my development as a young man and maturity. But I found home here and, made a lot of great relationships. Really have enjoyed my time around my teammates and coaches, and it's created like a second home for me. And really, this is like my first home. So like I'm a kid from Southern California, and now whenever someone's like, "When you going home?" I'll be talking about going back to Knoxville, and man, it's a very special place to me. All the emotions haven't really settled in yet.
I love that clip, man. Rocky Top is now home for me. Will it be home for Carter Meadows. The article goes on to talk about how genuine this coaching staff and how he appreciates all the love that they are showing him. Also compares his frame, his body to James Pierce. He talks a lot about development. He understands that position is being developed at the University of Tennessee. Can they get him on campus and continue to grow this relationship? But it's another 5-star that Tennessee is in pursuit of. Can they get him in the boat? Can they get him on campus? What are your thoughts? Jump in the comment section. Let's talk about it. As always, smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin VAWLS Network, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. You can also support the channel by hitting that join button. It's right down there beside subscribe. Only $1 a month. Access to custom Talkin VAWLS emojis, access to fan call-in shows. This fall, we're going to do a members-only stream every Sunday night. So if you like what we do and want to support, think about hitting that join button. There are links in the description below to do all of that. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.